episode of SPLA Man Presents. This is SPLA Man. Today we're going to talk a little bit about end customer licensing in a data center environment, as well as some things that you could do proactively inside your data center now. So end customer licensing, we get asked a lot about, hey, these customers are bringing workloads into my data center. I have no access to them, therefore I am not responsible. That's great, good for you. But at the end of the day, when you do get audited, Microsoft wants to justify why you're reporting the way you're reporting. So as an example, let's say if you report 230 RDS licenses. Microsoft's going to want to know, hey, how did you get to these 230 licenses, right? Like, how are you getting to that number? Well, my customer tells me that they're reporting or have 230 users. Or, hey, based off our sales invoice, we have 230 users. Good for you, but unfortunately that is not enough to justify why you're reporting 230 licenses. Right? Like, how do you know that they're not licensed for 250 users? Right? Or how do you know that maybe 230 users do not need all those licenses at all? Therefore, you're overcharging your customers. Having some sort of mechanism in place to track those licenses, whether it's security policies or maybe it's restricting access, who could download what, would be super important. But the main thing is to have a visibility into the historical footprint of what's happening inside the data center itself. So coming in April, we're actually launching a new module that will be able to help track in customer licensing. So say goodbye to manually reporting like CSP hoster program. Keep track of flexible virtualization benefits. Not only just in customer licensing, but also we continue to license and report through SPLA as well. So we're kind of combining all these different licensing programs together. So that's one of the reasons why it's important for you to keep track of end customer licensing. It's also part of your SPLA agreement itself. On page 12, section C, for those playing at home, it states, why are you're responsible for everything inside your data center. Now, what about being proactive? If you look at an audit, that's an unbudgeted expense as it is, right? But if you're reporting $100,000 a month, or maybe you're reporting $10,000 a month or $10 a month, don't you want to make sure it's right? Like, how are you keeping track of all these licenses? And how are you ensuring to your investment team or maybe to your board of directors, hey, we are reporting accurately. These numbers are accurate. That's the reason why we're reporting $100,000 a month. But maybe there's a way you could save money and report $75,000 a month. So we always talk about audits being unbudgeted. What about all that money you possibly could be throwing away every month because you're not licensing correctly? So have a mechanism in place, and that's one of the reasons why it's important not to scan just 5% of your data center or scan 10% of your data center. It's really important for you to scan your entire data center, because now it's not just in customer licensing and it's not just SPLA, it's everything together. Anyways, guys, we'll catch up next week. Thanks for playing along. And if you have questions, just leave a comment below or reach out to us at community.octopus.cloud. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll talk soon.